Hello there, and welcome back to Sam's on Wrestling. I've always wanted to do that to you.
It's Star Wars.
Yes, so this is something a little bit different today. Yes, which obviously our coverage is mainly very serious wrestling journalism. Today we're going to kick back, really let our hair down and do something silly, which is why we're calling it Silly Things.
Mainly because we couldn't come up with anything else.
No, ultimately, please do let us know if you have an idea, if there's something a bit more creative. We just outsource our creativity. But today, we are looking at which wrestlers we would cast as certain Star Wars characters.
Now, we were talking off camera before we get started, because you gave me a character that I hadn't done. And I was like, I've got to come up with a character that I hadn't even thought of. And then you went, and I went, who can I pick for this person? You went, well, it depends who you pick for everyone else. And I went, they have no connection.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I've got a narrative.
I have a whole, everyone relates to everyone. I've gone for a very certain time period where you've just basically gone, no, him, her, that person, and there's no relevance of the relationship.
No, there's no connection. I have picked the people who I think best represent that character. So we really have gone for two complete different ways. You've gone down a path, an aisle, to get somewhere, and I've gone, that one.
You just go around a shop just impulse buying. That one.
You're Leia.
I'm building something.
You're actually casting.
I've got a job that I'm doing in the garden, and I have specific tools for that. You've just got, no, I want that fence. I want that fence, and I want that fence.
What we're doing is we're playing The Sims.
Yes.
And you're playing it properly, and I'm modding The Sims.
Yes. Your Sims are going to end up setting the house on fire, ultimately.
So what we want to know is from you, what wrestler would you cast from each Star Wars character? We've got the majority of them we're going to do. Can you give her a reason? Maybe it's just from look, appearance, personality, whatever it is. There is no trepidation. There is nothing about it. You can do whatever you want, as we're going to find out. But before we get into our characters, who we think's who, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's find out who we're going to go with. We're going to start with Luke Skywalker. Sam, who have you gone for Luke Skywalker?
I'm going Cody Rhodes. He's the blonde hair, he's kind of the youthful up-and-coming. I'm going original trilogy, he's that hopeful, he's got the whole story, he's got to finish the story. It's got to be Cody.
I have gone with John Cena.
Okay.
Because I think back to what he was like in A New Hope, an annoying... I want to go to get some
power converters. I watched that film last night as well.
Really irritating. And that's what John Cena was like in 2002. And then he starts to learn and develop, and he gets better. And by the end, he is the number one. So much so that when we get to the 8th film, he is everything. I think you have to go John Cena. You've gone too early for Cody, because we've got we're doing all the Star Wars. We've got some prequels in here. We've got some the rubbishy ones, the last three, and the good ones. Well, 2. And
this could become a Star Wars
2.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've gone Cody, and you've ended Return of the Jedi.
Well, I've realised I've not put John Cena in here, but you missed one vital flaw. He loses in Empire Strikes Back, Sam. You've gone for prime John Cena losing clean to Vader. He would never do that, Sam. He would never do that.
Damn.
He never sold a body part. Gets his arm cut off.
Hey. He tore his pecs by Mr. Kennedy, and that's him losing.
So basically, Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi comes back 3 months later and just destroys Vader. Destroys him.
Hey, to be fair, kind of does.
Yeah.
There you go. Who have you got for Luke Skywalker? Cody Rhodes, Adrenaline in the blue lightsaber. I've gone for John Cena, Doctor of...
Go on.
No.
I couldn't think of one either. I was trying to save you then, and I was like,
no. Come in, Hunter, cut me. I've got nothing. Have you got a pun for thugonomics?
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to Princess Leia. Have you gone Brandy?
I've got Brandy.
Of course you have.
On topic
right, I might better start guessing yours based on the narrative.
Well, I just think they're very romantically involved, as were Luke and Leia, evidently. So I think it completely works.
No. This is the one that I'm going to struggle to justify the most. It was the one I actually struggled with the most with Leia, and I've gone Bailey.
Right.
So my brain's going to... I'm actually using a little bit of the TV show when she's a little girl in Obi-Wan.
Right, okay,
and that's kind of like her as the hugger, very sweet, but still strong and wins. And then it turns out that she's a strong, independent woman who doesn't care. She's got rid of her Bailey buddies. She's there, she's in control, but everyone still likes her. She's the number one. I have gone for Bailey as Princess Leia.
Bailey turned heel
It's fine. Everyone turns heel.
Well,
Cody
yeah,
Rhodes
no,
has
but-
been heel.
No,
He
we're
was
ignoring
dressed
that.
as Stardust.
We're ignoring that.
When was Luke Skywalker face painted?
Fair point, but we're ignoring that.
I think you shouldn't. I actually genuinely really struggled with Leia. Brandy links, but if you had to go off the shelf and you couldn't pick Brandy, because in reality you've booked it as Cody has this, so this makes sense. Can I just say, Cody's married to Brandy.
Yes.
But you do realise that Luke and Leia are Swiss brothers and sister.
Well, I think I realised that.
I know they've kissed, but you can't push it.
No, I'm leaning into it.
This isn't the redneck. This isn't redneck Star Wars.
My redneck Star Wars. No, I lent to do it because I'm basically my entire idea is I'm basing this off of WrestleMania 40. That time where you had the whole that's what all of this is based on.
But it's still his wife.
If I was
not his sister.
but I don't care.
Should have made it Goldust.
Oh, Goldust is coming at some point.
Of course he is.
He is.
Darth Vader, Sam. Where have you gone for Darth Vader?
Yes.
It's Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman. But come on, like he does fit. Like,
I can tell you right now,
going.
no one else who's doing this along with us is playing the game of, I've got a narrative with everybody else. Everyone is going, I'm picking the best person to be Vader, and it's clearly Hulk Hogan.
Well,
think about it.
I get what you mean. But I think everyone's had a similar arc.
The biggest number one. Everyone was, going to be the biggest thing, and then now everyone hates you and you're the biggest villain.
He refused to put Dooku over. He refused to put him over.
I think Hogan as Vader makes the most sense to me.
They had similar arcs. As I'm going right, okay. If you look at Anakin in the prequels and Roman.
You've got Roman just getting really angry.
He gets heat. No one liked him in the prequels. He had terrible promos. The sad line is like the succotash line. It's the exact same. Process.
I don't like succotash.
Exactly, terrible.
It's bitter,
Suddenly,
not seasoned, and it gets everywhere.
Turns heel, becomes badass. Amazing promos. Everyone loves him. Can it not be any more perfect? He is Roman, and then he has his redemption arc at the end, and everyone likes him. It works.
Yeah, no, that's the problem with my Hogan one. No one likes him. But
exactly.
Yeah, some people do, but I'm going to leave it there.
Roman was the chosen one. He's the chosen. Come on.
He could have made it Drew McIntyre.
I could have. Oh, he's also coming.
Did Roman bring balance to the WWE?
He did. As we talked about another round table, he brought balance. Obi-Wan, I've gone with Seth. Because
He's too young to be Seth.
But he wears robes. I'm
going to tell you that the outfits I've seen Seth wears, Obi-Wan has not worn those.
I'm clutching at the straws. But I'm going with because he had the relationship with Roman. He's the only one that Roman can't beat. Vader couldn't really beat Obi-Wan, and it's that whole link. They used to be brothers.
Did Seth ever give Roman training and they turned on him?
He was a bit of a mentor.
Seth turned on him. This is a mess.
From a certain point of view.
Hello there.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, this is going downhill very fast.
Oh, sorry. John Cena as Luke Skywalker.
I think actually makes better. Not gonna lie. Yes.
No, it doesn't. It's not that kind of.
It really is.
No.
It makes the most sense. I've gone Daniel Bryan as Obi-Wan.
Who are we doing it? Obi-Wan.
You got to think about the guy who was still brilliant, but never quite made it as the best. But everyone goes to because they're really technical. They were, they could train people. They seem wise. They have a beard.
He does look like Obi-Wan.
He does kind of look like. It was one of the few times I've actually gone for the you kind of look like them. So I generally looked at it and went, who is a wise old sage right now, but not on the echelons of the old sages like you might get with other characters. And I think Daniel Bryan suits Obi-Wan.
I think for your criteria, when you're just doing it individually, I just like the whole the story.
Yours is a nonsense.
As opposed to all of this. This is all nonsense, Sam. I'm sorry, it's more sophisticated than mine.
This silly thing should be taken
very seriously. I'm creating a whole story. You're just going, John Cena there, Daniel Bryan there.
I am justifying them.
How's it right? Just not very well.
Chewbacca, Sam. Chewbacca. I've actually got two here.
I had to find somewhere for KO to be. This is where he is.
And this is why you diversify, because you've got this whole story and they're like, oh, damn.
I had to throw Kevin Owens in there, and he's just ended up here.
No, I've actually got two for Chewbacca, because they're really cool. They're quite large, but they're a side character. They're always the side person.
Yeah, which is KO.
So I had one originally, and then I went, I've actually got one more modern. Okay, and the modern one I like more. So the one I had originally was Kevin Nash. Very large, kind of hairy man. Always kind of to the side of Hogan and all those people, but still relatively well liked. But I was like, So I actually picked someone a bit more modern. I've actually gone Wardlow.
Okay.
What a perfect Chewbacca he was to MJF, though, when he was, MJF was all cool and all that jazz. And I'm not picking MJF for Han Solo, I'll point out. But, like, a big guy, everyone still liked when they did the moment. They were there to do the moment. I'm a bit sad about his career, but, I think Wardlow. I'm going with Chewbacca. I'm going AEW. Wardlow.
I want to see your cast do Star Wars. It's a diverse cast.
It's up there.
I'm your father, brother.
Are you telling me that Hogan wouldn't smash Darth Vader?
Oh, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it?
Hang on. Hogan has to do the voice like James Earl Jones. Who to get to play Prowse?
Oh my God.
Who has the, let me tell you something, brother, but it's a completely different body. But
then
Savage.
Savage.
Savage has to be furious. He thinks he's mouthing it, but it's not.
But then Vader just refuses to job to Luke in Return of the Jedi. It's a fast count.
C-3PO.
Gold dust, because he is gold.
Oh,
he's gold, come on.
That one I'll give you.
Does that not make sense?
Oh, mine's mad. Mine's mad.
What?
Mine makes no sense.
Go on.
But I love it anyway.
Go on.
Right, yours is the better one.
Right.
Yours works.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed. I have gone for personality, not look.
Right.
Okay, so this is not the look. So don't go, they don't look like them. So there's there's no look. I've gone for Triple H. I have justification, right? Okay. C-3PO is always there. Right, no. They're kind of liked. They're kind of not liked. They're kind of funny. They're kind of not funny. They kind of know things, and yet things still go wrong. They're kind of relying on other people to do the work. Triple H is C-3PO, and I'll hear nothing.
I've just listened to a man trying to go Triple H and C-3PO. 2 peas in a pod. 2 peas in a pod.
Are you telling me he doesn't know all the things?
He is a student of the game. The cerebral... I'm lost for words there, son.
I think it works.
I don't. I don't think that it works.
They agree. They with it.
No, they've stopped watching. They probably shouldn't have done it. It's gold. But, I'm
gold dust.
Yes. I am perplexed. You could have named it 100 wrestlers. I was just going like maybe Damien Sandow, someone a bit posh, someone a bit, who doesn't really get involved. No, the game Triple H is C-3PO.
It's true, because let's be honest, people really love C-3PO or they really hate C-3PO. They kind of make you laugh, but they're also kind of annoying, and they are always there. And all of those things, I think Triple H...
I'm just going, who's jobbing in yours? You've got Triple H is going to basically make C-3PO a main eventer.
No. His quads will tear and it'll be fine.
Oh, his joints will, yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's okay.
Will. Yeah, it's okay. We've still got half the characters to go.
R2-D2. What have we got for R2-D2?
I went Pharaoh. He's small and he can't speak English. It makes complete sense. Come on, can you not see the picture coming together? It's got Pharaoh. Everyone adores Pharaoh. Who have you got? Have you got The Rock?
Do you know what Pharaoh doesn't like? The crowds. And I tell you that, Pharaoh would be useless because Pharaoh would run away.
He would.
Whereas mine wouldn't run away. Mine is a hero, the understated hero that we all love, and yet doesn't get the main praise, doesn't get the main, but is always there. It's Sami Zayn. It's R2-D2. It's the worst one I wrote down because it makes the most sense. He's the hero we deserve.
Yeah,
Can I have one? Have you finally given me one?
I can give you
kind of Triple H working off Sami Zayn. Get really pissed.
Smacking him.
Getting really pissy with him.
Don't talk to me like that.
It works.
I'm picturing, Triple H's French gimmick. That's the CV.
Yeah, see?
I
should have put Jean-Paul.
I am helping yours more than you're helping yours.
I'm not helping yours.
No.
Yours is a nightmare.
It's brilliant. I just did. Oh, come on. Pharaoh is R2-D2. C-3PO's gold.
Can I just point at the fact that I said we're going to pick wrestlers play his character and you picked a dog?
Yeah, he's a wrestling personality. He's got a Twitter account.
And now we move on to Yoda, which is the one I actually forgot.
Astonishing.
I can't believe I'm so sorry.
I managed to forget Yoda.
Yoda in your weird WrestleMania 40.
I've gone with The Undertaker.
Oh my god! Wait, you only want Triple H for C-3PO?
No.
Get Roger!
Just because he's like, right, okay, I needed people who ran in for the main event. I was like, right, who helped him? And he's like the old master of WrestleMania. He's the oldest, longest serving there. He's like 900 bazillion years old.
I would have rather you'd pick Kane when he was the Christmas creature. At least he was green.
You're not going off of colour scheme. Well, apparently I am.
I have.
Have it, go on.
Now, I've gone a little bit colour scheme, but also the wide old sage. And think about all the people that this person has trained. They're a trainer. His name is Finley. And he loves to stand on the back of John Cena. And he might have helped John Cena into that WWE. That's all their neck of the woods.
He might have done.
Finley's green and he trains everybody.
Yoda's
he
like,
trains everybody.
Yoda has to...
trains. It works. It's good.
Finally got one that makes a bit of sense. But Yoda's supposed to be like the most powerful Jedi ever. Are
you telling me that Finley with that shillelagh is no one's taking him down?
That's exactly
the Belfast brawler. No one's stopping that guy.
No, he's not going to 1v1 Palpatine. Or maybe you've got Regal as Palpatine.
I am picking personality, not
You're not picking any common sense.
You picked a dog. Your common sense has husband and wife playing brother and sister.
That's Star Wars logic.
And has Seth, who portrayed Roman, being...
But he has the whole feud. I can't make it that perfect. Roman's perfect. I'm sorry, mine's better.
Wait. You didn't have to use WrestleMania 40 at all.
But I wanted to. With Lando.
I really struggled for Lando.
Yeah, I did a little bit. I essentially used Lando to shoehorn someone in that I wanted to get in.
Of course you did.
Yes.
Is it LA Knight?
No, it's not. No.
I thought you went with someone cool. So.
No, I did. CM Punk.
You've gone Punk.
Yeah, because he was kind of around at the time, but he wasn't really an important character in it. And then he got sidelined, like Lando kind of did Return of the Jedi. He didn't really do much of importance. I know he helped destroy the Death Star.
He blew the Death Star up.
Yeah, but he wasn't with the main characters.
Without Lando, they would have won.
Admiral Akbar carried the entire thing.
It was a trap.
It was a trap. But in terms of relevance, like he wasn't really with the main characters. He'd go off and do this thing that will vaguely...
What you've actually said is actually what led me to the person I've gone with. I've gone Booker T.
That makes
sense. Because I think
sense.
Booker T is really cool, but every time he was anywhere near the main event, he got sidelined and pushed to the side. Yeah. So I actually went, no, Booker T, cool dude, funny, because Lando is also quite funny, kind of sexy. I think he's kind of sexy, Booker T. But at the same time, it's always go away. We have a bigger star, who's my Han Solo.
Who's your Han Solo?
My Han Solo is a much bigger star, who's a really cool bloke, who everyone's really cool, but also doesn't care about authority, doesn't run anyone. That's where I've loved CM Punk.
Nice.
CM Punk is my Han Solo.
No, I can see that. I've gone Randy Han Solo.
Oh God, Ultimate. That's just wrong.
How is it wrong?
That's so
from
wrong.
WrestleMania 4, he's kind of like that kind of older guy, but like he's obviously friendly.
He's beating up a YouTuber. He's got nothing to do with this.
WrestleMania, no, because he helps Cody. He's like, a mentor to Cody, and he's like his friend, and then he's like, doesn't really care that much. He's kind of like the anti-hero.
I would never go Randy is cool or an anti-hero. He spent most of his time being a hero,
no,
a
but
psychopath.
At this point,
I'd have Randy closer to Darth Vader than I would an Anakin.
Maybe in 2009.
Yeah, exactly.
But not in my universe. Randy fits as a Han Solo.
I'm just say you're booking it in the exact same way that I think George Lucas would book it as well. Yeah. I think Punk as Han Solo, actually, probably if you were casting, I think it's probably the way you would go.
No, I would go that. And I did consider him for Han Solo, but Randy had to be in there. And I think you were wrong not to. No, Randy had to be in the main three characters.
The reason you're wrong is because think about the end of War Games, he just shows up at the end. Woohoo! He's perfect!
No, but that's what Lando does in Return of the Jedi, doesn't he?
Yeah, but Punk does that. It absolutely turns up and steals everything. And then just kind of trolls around for a bit, not doing anything. Exactly like Han Solo does at the end. He does nothing at the end. He's just, helping out some puppets.
Well, he really wasn't supposed to be alive.
No, he really wasn't. He should have died. Yeah. We have the Emperor. I'm randomly casting, so you probably can guess who my Emperor is.
It's got to be Vince.
It is Vince.
Yeah.
I don't need to justify it. Vince is the Emperor.
And I'm very tempted, because I went The Rock.
Which from your storyline, I knew exactly that's who you would
makes all
pick.
the sense, but then I did think almost Vince because he handpicked Roman and was like Roman's mentor behind the scenes.
But Rock comes in at the end, whereas Roman is the Vader, always there, and then Rock turns up like the Emperor. So if you're going on your WrestleMania 40, that's the first time you've made any sense. Undertaker's in Yoda.
Yeah, because look, he 1v1's Palpatine at the end. He's like Yoda and The Rock are like the pinnacle of the Jedi and the Sith.
Peace and rest you.
Oh, sorry, Finley. Oh, love to fight, I do.
I think that works.
No, it doesn't.
In fact, I like it. This one was the one I wrote down actually first. I said R2D2, but actually this is the one I wrote down first. Yeah, so I'd like to do mine with Ray, because I think yours is going to be batshit. So I'm going to go with mine because mine makes sense and yours is going to be batshit. I've gone Charlotte.
Oh, you're so correct.
She's
so correct.
The Mary Sue who succeeds and triumphs through everything.
You're so correct.
It's Charlotte. I literally just looked at her and went, well, that's Charlotte. Mary Sue succeeds, doesn't struggle.
Unlikeable, has no struggle in terms of story.
Gets handed everything.
Chosen one.
Can just do it.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. I threw Sami Zayn in there just to fit into mine.
A woman.
No.
You didn't even pick a woman.
I didn't. Sorry. Randy's in there.
How is Zayn there?
I had to throw Sami Zayn in there.
Ray didn't take on
No, I'm trying to justify it. I've written him down.
The problem is your WrestleMania 14. You're now trying to justify the people that's happened afterwards.
Yeah.
So that makes no sense.
No, it makes no
Roman
sense.
went away.
This
for a
one,
bit.
every single other one makes perfect sense, but this one not so much. This one is like he's there, and I can't justify it. But when I wrote this down, I probably knew exactly why. And I'm like, realistically,
but it is Charlotte.
Yeah, you know it 100% is Charlotte.
Poe.
This is where I've got LA Knight. I think he's a good shout.
Yeah, fair enough. From your narrative, it makes sense. Mine one, again, if you went on based on character perception and what everyone said, Kevin Owens. Poe turns up and is in a small thing, and everyone went, no, that guy, we like that guy, that's guy, put that person in more. But do we know what to do with him? No, but I want them there. And that's Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
He's cool, we like him, he's interesting, but they didn't really know what to do with it. We want more Kevin Owens, and we'll have more Poe then. Are they going to do anything? No. They're kind of in it. They're at the end. They're kind of at the end. So literally, if I was ever describing Kevin Owens' career, it's Poe.
Yeah.
It makes me really sad because I love Kevin Owens so much, and I liked Poe.
I liked Poe early on, yeah. So now we move on to Qui-Gon Jinn. Who have you gone with, Sam?
Shawn Michaels.
Explain.
NXT, always the person looking after all the young people. Was once great, but we never saw but people didn't see that, so we can't really talk about that. But as the old sage now, always a bit rebellious, Qui-Gon as well, a bit Shawn. I think if you're picking it, Shawn Michaels is the perfect, as of right now, to be Qui-Gon Jinn.
So, for mine, I've gone with John Moxley / Dean Ambrose. Don't hear me out.
Okay.
It works perfectly because, he was the original kind of mentor to Roman / Vader, and then as soon as he left, i.e. was killed off, then that was what drives Roman to the dark side. He turns to the dark side. After he leaves, he had the entire... Well, he was also with Seth as well, so that kind of creates that.
Again, the problem is you've got Seth is Obi-Wan and no... Oh, no, they did. But no, my point is he never turned on Obi-Wan, ever. He mentored him.
Hey, the Obi-Wan series, you
never
know.
You're going to go at me for all these things going, who's got the job?
I can't make it match up perfectly because WWE is not written exactly the same as Star Wars. There's going to be discrepancies.
But the problem is you made WrestleMania 40 seem like it was all Star Wars.
Well, no,
and you know what? I appreciate and respect you for
You know what I mean? I've tried to fit
But
in.
at the same time, you disgust me.
Oh, well, we knew that anyway. But he also, and we'll get to it, is kind of written off TV by who I've chosen as Darth Maul.
Oh, okay. I love my Darth Maul.
Do you?
Let's just do Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Who's your Darth Maul?
Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Wrote him off TV, killed Qui-Gon, feuded with Seth, had that whole thing. What have you done, Sam?
Darth Maul's Ricochet. Lots of flash, lots of flips. Really cool. Jobs. No one cares.
Can't cut a promo.
Can't cut a promo. Keep them silent. Get rid of them immediately. Flippity blue bar. Bye. See you later. Ricochet is Darth Maul. That's up there with Charlotte.
You've done Darth Maul a huge disservice.
I have, because I like Darth Maul.
I love Darth Maul.
But let's be honest here. Look at all my flips. Look at my flips. Oh, dead. Bye.
Yeah.
Go off to the animated series of AEW.
AEW. Oh, I feel so horrible saying that you're kind of correct.
I'm absolutely spot on.
No, I wouldn't say absolutely. I'd just say you're just spot on. Mediumly spot on. So now we are moving on to Finn, back to the sequel trilogy. I went with Jey Uso. He is basically part of the bloodline, one of the stormtroopers, turns good, had a really interesting story.
Actually, out of all your people, actually, that one is the one that works the best from an actual narrative of Star Wars and the narrative of the bloodline.
Exactly.
Hooray!
Thank you.
One worked.
No, you gave me like 3 that worked earlier.
No, but I mean in terms of literally beat for beat. Was a side person, becomes a main person, fights against him at the end. Literally, Jey is perfect. I've gone Chad Gable. I have no reason. Chad Gable is Finn.
I love Chad Gable.
I love Finn.
But why?
I think the thing is, it's like, we all loved Finn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they did nothing with it and it kind of ruined it. And that's how I went with Chad Gable.
The Shorty G.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? So it was like, good, and ruined
Episode
it. You're gonna win
Finn.
You're going to win the IC title and then you lose to the Wyatt Six and now you're nothing again. That's how I kind of went about it. So it did actually make sense. I did have justification.
Get you.
But mainly because who cares about Finn?
Yeah.
Like,
what a shame, because he was the most interesting character for me in episode 7.
Yeah, it really was. And then, we've run out. So should have died.
Yeah,
should have died at the end of 8. Should have died at the end of 8, and that would work. They just refused to kill somebody when a real character, not an old character or anything like that. They just refused to kill any of their main characters.
How dare we have stakes and peril.
Yeah, that's for me. Well, Marvel could learn from them.
No, it is Disney.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren, I think you've guessed who I've gone with.
Go on then, just say it for that. Thanks.
Solo. Because he's trying to be Vader, i.e. Roman, and he's not at all. I think that's
I have actually picked Roman for my Kylo Ren.
Ah.
The idea of this kind of wants to emulate all the baby faces in the world, but this kind of evil kept failing, it didn't work, it kept having tantrums, sort of thing. But then does become quite powerful and then becomes all the way back as a good guy. So I did pick Roman for that, mainly because also I really struggled with the idea of someone being a petulant bad person and then kind of becoming good. It was a bit of a difficult one. I actually struggled with that one. I think Roman...
I think you could have gone Seth for that.
Seth was actually my first choice, but I hate Seth as a babyface. Yeah. And I actually didn't mind Kylo Ren when he was good.
Very brief.
It was the only good thing, actually, as a narrative throughout, was Kylo and Rey. That was actually interesting.
It was okay.
No, I actually think it found it interesting. Okay. It's not a Star Wars channel.
And now we finish on basically just any stormtrooper.
Yeah.
We're just going, what kind of person do you think of as a stormtrooper?
Yeah. You go for
I mean,
it's going to be Jimmy. Yeah, I was going to say, he's the only person left.
Yeah, makes sense. Just threw him in there at the end. Yeah, Jimmy, what have you gone with?
So I've gone, who is always useless, completely useless, but you know what? We love them, because we love the stormtroopers.
We do.
But they always lose. They always fail. They do disappear and then they turn back up again, often kind of mess it up a little bit. In character, not botching, but kind of...
Well, they did hit the head on the roof.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah. Mess it up. I've gone... And at the same time, they're clearly, doing it for somebody else. Because why else would you work for them? Maybe they've got kids, Sam. It's Heath Slater. Are you telling me I'm wrong? Think how many groups he was in.
One of my boys.
Think all the groups he's in.
3MB next to Social Outcasts. Who else? Off the top of my head.
They're all there. Yeah. And he is a stormtrooper. He's there. He does all his diligent work and it doesn't quite work out for him.
Oh, Sam.
I've had fun here.
We've had fun.
I don't care if anyone's watched this. If you've watched this to the end, do you want us to do more silly things comparing wrestlers to other things? Do you want us just to lose our mind and yell at each other about Star Wars? We could do any other film or any other thing you want. What do you want us to do? Please put in yours who you would. You don't have to do all of them. What wrestler would you compare? Would you go down his and make an arc? Would you go down mine and actually pick wrestlers and not be a lunatic and pick a dog? Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And we'll see you next time for another silly things. I don't know when we'll do another one, but do you know what? It was silly. I've smiled, my mouth hurts, I've had fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Why do I always go left and right? At one point, why not right, and then right again, you've probably got it.
Well, because they'll get you as well, because they'll go right.
Have you ever seen ECW One Night Stand? You got Masato Tanaka and Mike Awesome with the chairs. That's definitely a bit of that.